And what I found was patients that did certain things would get better, and patients who wouldn't do those things would get worse. My surgery might help them out a little bit, but they would get worse after that. And those things that I saw were the following. It's people that got better, people that healed, they were doing the following. Diet seemed to be the most important. The food that people ate and the liquids they drank. And they would do things that would make them sweat, like exercise, being outside, hiking like this, going to a sauna. They didn't smoke. They didn't drink much. Usually had a good social support, like loved ones, family members, children, friends. They would sleep. They would sleep like 8 hours every day. And they weren't stressed out, or if they had a stressful job or something, they found a way to like be mindful or meditate or like just be present. And I saw that the people who did that, they would heal so quickly that I couldn't operate on them. I mean, sometimes I could, but if I was booked like 3 or 4 weeks out, a lot of times people that were doing that, they would heal before I could do the surgery that I thought would fix the problem. And the opposite was true. Patients that smoked like a chimney, they sat on the couch and they ate hot dogs all day. They had no friends. They were super stressed out, and they didn't sleep well. Those patients, like I could do a really good surgery. I would get them temporarily better, but 6 months, a year later, the same part of their back would have a recurrent problem, or a different joint in their back would have a similar problem. And I would operate on them and they might get better for 6 months, and then the same thing would happen. That was my aha moment. It's like, oh, I know what's going on. And when your body heals, it doesn't just heal a worn out joint in your neck or your back. It heals everything. It heals the worn out joint in your neck, your back. It heals the skin problem. It heals your digestive tract problem. It heals your hair issues. When your body heals, it heals everything. That actually became a huge problem. It's a problem because our medical system isn't set up this way. The way things are set up is that the hospital needs to make money. And the problem there is that if you figure out a way to help patients heal, and that way doesn't include a pill or a surgery, then the hospital and the doctor are in big trouble. Because if you figure out a way to help people heal and you can't charge them for it, well, then you've just worked yourself out of a job. But if Dr. Goobey figures out, hey, you know what, this surgery can help some people, but really the best thing that people can do is eat a certain way, exercise, sleep, meditate, be mindful, not be stressed, hang out with their loved ones and friends, and then their back problems will get better. And if Dr. Goobey actually recommended that to his patients, and they actually did get better, well, it's a big problem for Dr. Goobey's paycheck and the hospital. Nobody needs spine surgery anymore. In fact, they probably don't need a lot of things anymore. And then Dr. Goobey's office is empty, and the hospital's operating room is empty, at least for Dr. Goobey surgeries. Now, I'm not saying that that's exactly what happened, because not everyone's going to do all those things that I talked about, but I had a lot of patients that did do those things, and they got better. I never had to operate on them, and they were very happy that they never had to be operated on. And they got better. The pain went away. That was what I figured out over 9 years. Really felt like the focus of medicine wasn't in the right place. It wasn't in healing. It was in making money from surgeries and pills and images. Whatever you can make money from, the incentives are not right in the whole system, this whole country's medical system. Probably not just this country, but most countries. Once I figured out this problem, or figured out what was going on, it was a huge problem for me ethically. I was doing surgeries that I knew weren't fixing the underlying problem. They may be fixing the drywall and taking out the insulation and putting in brand new insulation and putting a brand new drywall and some pretty color of paint on the wall, but it wasn't fixing the leaky roof. I was doing a job that I didn't believe in anymore.